YouTube. Just recovering from yesterday. Angie's in the apartment. She's doing her thing on the computer. Let's say, guys, I didn't realize that I left some stuff here. I sat on it last night, so I don't know what it is, but I think it was just parts for up there. I think it's what it is. I'm not for sure. But that's that new LED light we talked about late last night's video. Stick around later in this video, we'll have it on. You will not believe how bright that is. I knew we was going to get new lights, but when they did that work, I guess the lights didn't come in till just recently. When they did finally come in, and they went around and traded out the lights, and we forgot to take out our original red light that was there when they took it down. So now we're out of a red light. That was to honor the firemen. Now any thing special with this light, can't do it no more, unfortunately. So no more what they call dedication type lighting. The red was for the fire department, and the blues usually for the police department, and that. So, but we could find something different to put on the patio, I guess, if we're allowed to do it. Who knows?
We gotta figure it out.
Yeah, until we figure it out.
No.
What? Oh yeah, we already figured it out. We're going to use the rope light instead.
Use the Christmas color.
We're going to use the rope light, because I can do a red light down there, I can do a blue light down there, I can do any color light down there, almost any color light. Like I said, yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, holy cow, I'm still kind of nauseated on that one. Oh man, I couldn't believe how much airtime we got on that boat. Boy, I was just flying out of the seat of that boat. Oh man. But it is what it is. It wasn't really too dangerous out there. It's just, it was a attention getter, because if the wind got any higher, and if there was total white caps out there, we would have never been bolting out there. Basically, we would have been bolting someplace else, possibly along a narrow river nearby or something like that. But out there in that Mississippi, you have to respect the river, especially in very, very windy conditions. That's why a lot of people, when there's white caps out there, what they call waves with white tops on them, we call them white caps. You don't go boating out there. But there was not enough white caps. Really, the wind was not that severe. But if it would have blown another 10 to 15 miles per hour higher, no, we would not have been boating, possibly. So we would have had to cancel the boat ride because of high winds. Usually high winds cancel a lot of boat rides out here. And a lot of people know you do not go boating when there's white caps. And actually, we lost some neighbors a few years ago that went boating in those white caps and ended up drowning because they want to go boating. They did it on those white caps. The boat sunk, and of course they couldn't swim. Down they went, unfortunately, and that. So that does happen. It's just respect the river. Oh, I know definitely what I'll be doing off after I get done with the video up here later tonight is basically go out for a little quick walk tonight. Just do a quick walk up to Quick Star North End. Just relax up there for a little bit, then walk home. Basically, I just gotta get some walks in, gotta get my weight down, and that. I'm still over 300 pounds. I thought when I got sick with COVID and I saw I got down to below 300, I thought that was good, but you know, some days I got depressed every so often, and of course every time I get depressed I eat like a pig. Of course, yesterday it didn't really help a whole lot because we had a nice lunch over at Pizza Ranch before we went boating, And after we went bowling, we had a place called Hot Dogs up in Savannah, but we didn't have hot dogs. I had a cheddar head. I don't know what a cheddar head is. It's a fancy name for a cheddar cheeseburger, basically with cheddar cheese and grilled onions. That's what I had with fries. Angie, hog dogs. Hawk.
H-A-W-K.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Okay, it's hawk dogs. Okay.
You guys just went there. What are the Pickers places to do?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Frank Fritz owns antique store up there. Used to be on the American Pickers. No longer. Well, who's that?
Frank's no longer Picker.
I know he's not no longer on the Pickers. That's why we stopped watching the show, because Frank wasn't on the show no more. And that. So even the show was created by Mike Wolf, but I like Frank Fritz. Yeah, he owns he owns an antique store up in Savannah, Illinois, where I used to live, and that. So yeah, so we went up there for dinner, and Angie had, like I said, I had a cheddar cheese grilled onions burger. Angie had a mushroom Swiss burger, and of course Rocket had aka Tony had I guess a buffalo chicken wrap, and he had mozzarella cheese. And I did play a slot machine up there. In Illinois, some restaurants and bars are allowed to have slot machines up there. So I put $10 in, and I won. I doubled my money, and I think I more than doubled my money. So like everybody else, like I do on the previous, I took my money and run. But cashing the ticket is a lot different in Illinois at some of these places versus let's say Iowa casinos, where it's a ticket print in, ticket out. But you just gotta remember is this: when you scan your ticket to collect your money, the ticket is now invalid. So I still have the winning ticket as a souvenir of my win, but it's just I already collected the money, so I can't. So now the ticket will be invalid in a way, because I already collected my money. Money's in my pocket, but I still got the ticket to show the winnings. Right now, I'll go get it and show it to you real quick. Because of the bars and restaurants are basically not. They do have slot machines. It's not considered a complete casino, because most casinos will give you these vouchers. They do it in Vegas. They do it here. I'm pretty sure they do it in Illinois casinos. If you collect your money, you actually put the ticket into the machine. It'll read the barcode, make sure it's valid, make sure it's got the right casino, and all that stuff. Then they'll give you your money, but you don't get your ticket back. They keep the ticket because the gaming commission wants to see the ticket or stuff like that. But since these slot machines are run by local stores, what they do is they scan the ticket. There'll be like a red light scan, like you scanning items at a grocery store. There's like that little red light that reads this barcode, and it'll give you the money then. But once it reads once that red scan reads the barcode on this, then this ticket becomes invalid. Then after it makes it invalid, then you get your money. Once you give your money, this ticket's automatically invalid. I didn't know it was good for 1 year, but I only put $10 in. When I only put $10 in, that's how much I won, and I doubled up, basically. Because I was not going to put a whole lot in those machines, because you know why? Most of those machines max out pay at $500 on some of those machines. So why put 100 in to try to win 500? I do that at the other casinos, because you can chance to win more. But maybe a quick 10 or 20, no problem. But it's at local stores all over Illinois, and that's why some of the casinos in Illinois is struggling for customers. Because why go to a casino? Why travel to a casino? Just walk down to your restaurant or go down to your restaurant, bar and restaurant, and play your slots there. Something like that. Oh yeah, I remember the days up in Shannon, Illinois, when someone got drunk and put $20 on a lot of money and lost a lot of money. And luckily, the money went to local charities up there, up in Shannon, Illinois. I'll explain that on some other time. Okay, so you survived yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, and that. Wavy, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. And that. Yeah, I was going to say later tonight we'll have that light back on. Eventually we'll have that on more patio chats. But I'm thinking about sitting a different, because that's so bright, I'm thinking about sitting a different way. But then I want to see what's going on out here, because we've been having some interesting stuff.
It was crazy last night.
It was crazy last night. I slept through it. Angie saw it.
Nope, I heard it.
You heard it. I slept through it, basically. Oh, on that ticket. I gotta make sure I do not lose this out in public, because people think because I already collected the money. It's in my pocket. It's in my wallet right now. But the problem is, I wish Illinois machines that validates the ticket, gives you the money. I wish they would just put away like Iowa machines, like other casinos do. It sucks in the ticket, scans it, and gives you the money, and doesn't give you the ticket back, because then this way the ticket goes to the gaming commissions to re-verify the wins, make sure it's been printed, they'll whatever the state has to do with these tickets. But right now, I do have this ticket. Remind me how much I won. Well, I just gotta keep reminding myself the money is already in my pocket.
And hello, YouTube.
And hello, YouTube. It's kind of warm out here, so I think we'll just come back out here later tonight when it's a little cooler. Actually, it's not that hot today, but it is a little on the humid side. And we've been toasted out there all day yesterday, so why toast ourselves more? So we'll just come back tonight. We'll finish up this little video. Maybe we'll have that light on. But yeah, it was a nice little chat today. And we'll talk about something else when we come back later tonight. Who knows? We may have drama live or edited tape out there someplace.
It was crazy last night.
It was crazy last night, yeah. I wish I had my YouTube cameras on at the time.
No.
That would have been awesome.
No.
It's cooled off a lot because it's dark.
You guys, I was the only one that got woke up by this smoke detector going off.
Yeah, somebody's having issues with a smoke detector, so we'll be aware of that situation. Just hope they're not intentionally sending it off just to wake everybody up and that.
If it happens, next time I'm waking him up.
Yeah, well, I went to bed early last night too.
I was sleeping so good until I heard it.
Yeah, I think I went to bed before 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah,
So
you did.
I was tired from yesterday and that. So
I was tired too.
yeah, once again, that's a bright LED light. It's not a bulb. It's like a little round disc that's very bright. I think when we used to have the light bulb in there, that was like a 40 watt. Then we went to that went to the fluorescent bulb. Then that red fluorescent bulb, that was 9 watts. Then I think these are probably not that much, maybe like 4 or 5 watts, because they're so small, they don't use up a lot of power. Angie was hearing noise.
I was hearing a noise and I thought, oh.
Well, it can't be most birds, but most birds are, except for your nighttime birds that are out, like your owls and hawks, your nocturnal birds will be out, and bats. And they're not a bird, that's a flying mouse.
Oh, I know.
Or as we know as Batman.
Or Mickey.
And Mickey. Mickey with wings.
Yeah.
Mickey with wings with fangs. Okay. And that, so yeah. Gotta watch out for them too. Just to be sure, that ticket I showed you earlier, I did have collected the money. Unfortunately, if those tickets are found around town, you can try to cash them, but these are over Illinois. But if they're at the casinos, usually the machine takes them in and gives you the money. Basically, that's it. And it comes down to. It basically just comes down to how long before the Illinois bars and restaurants will change their ticket cashing policy on their machines if someone sets up a scam? Maybe want a big ring-a-ding-ding and cash the money, then end up claiming it's not cashed, but they only cash it if you can buy it for a fraction of what it's worth.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see scams on this already.
I can too.
I can see scams coming from left field on this. So if someone's trying to sell you that ticket I showed you earlier in this video and try to sell you that ticket for a couple bucks for you to cash the rest of the money so you make a profit of it, don't buy into it. Don't. Do not buy into it. It will be a 100% scam. So let's say if a tornado hit this place and that ticket went flying around and someone found it, they'll probably try to make $10 out of it so someone can make 13. Find out the ticket's already been claimed in that. So yeah, so be careful. It's like what they call Spanish lottery. It's what they call someone's already announced the winners. So what they did was they played the winning numbers from the previous draw and altered the date of the drawing to make it look like it drew that day. But everybody knows in the news, it goes on the news. If someone did win the lottery big, it goes all over the news, especially local news and that. So, don't buy into those lottery scams and all that stuff. It's not worth the headache and that. So, just best to walk away from them. Doesn't matter, because like I say, if a deal is too good to be true,
don't trust it.
It is. Don't trust it. It is true. It is too good to be true because it's not true. So don't fall into the bait. Like when Angie and I we walked through Vegas, she was running around with her wrist up. I told her to keep her wrist down, because why you don't want to walk around with the wrist up? That's when guys comes in, put a free bracelet on you, and demands at least a minimum of $20 for that bracelet.
It's not worth it. It's
not worth the headache. It's not worth the time and headache. So watch those scams, and when you walk around Vegas, don't hold this. If you go
anywhere,
yeah, just keep the wrist down and watch around what goes on around you. Actually, it's best to hold your hands together. Hold your hand with somebody else. Put your other hand in the pocket. So basically, it's just what it is. Because Vegas, anything can happen in Vegas. And unfortunately, if it happens in Vegas, your stolen money will stay in Vegas too. Yeah, doesn't work that way with us.
No.
But doesn't work with anybody. But when you're caught in that scam, be careful. Yep. Oh, just to let you guys know that we fell victim of a scam because Angie felt sorry for this one lady in Chicago at one of the restaurants in here. We'll just kind of wrap this up after this. She just demanded, because Angie and I, we were just relatively new to it's a new relationship to us, but she felt sorry for this one lady. I felt fishy about the situation, so I kind of wanted to see the kids, and all of a sudden this lady decided to play the race card.
She did.
She played the race card so big, and I said, okay, Angie, I should have done this almost immediately. I say, as soon as I wrote that check, I should have called the bank and said, I'm canceling that check immediately, because we got scammed out of that. We ended up getting scammed out of that money anyway, because it was the money we could not afford to give. And she knew it, I knew it, but the lady decided to play the race card and was going to call the cops on us for a bunch of crap.
Yeah, which we never did.
Yeah, which we never did, and that. So I just told Angie from here on, and sometimes we learn from our mistakes. Sometimes our mistakes cost much. Luckily for us, we only lived like a couple hours away from home, but we was out of that. Money, totally out of that money, and I couldn't get a hold of the bank in time to cancel the check, or just flat out cancel the check. Because usually most places they cash that check. Usually scam artists, they cash that check almost immediately. And this was like over the weekend, so it's hard to get a hold of a bank on a weekend and that. So yeah, it's not easy to do. So be careful. We learned from our mistakes back in, that mistake we learned back in 2000. 2000. I think it was around 2000.
It happened on our way home from a Wolves game.
Yeah, it was happening on the way home from the Wolves game. It had to be
at O'Hare Rest Area.
Yep, the one they tore down.
Yep.
In that, so, so be careful out there. So we fell victim to it too ourselves.
Everybody does.
But after that day, I just told Angie, trust me. If I tell you if someone's offering you something, it's too good to be true.
Don't trust them.
Don't trust them. Walk away.
Yep.
Don't just walk away. Run away. Okay, like I said, just a bunch of babbling on today. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video, and I kind of like this light. I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but can I be able to do it this way? No, because that light would be interfering more than this light would be interfering.
Yeah, you actually see our shadows with that light.
Yeah, but the problem is, if I go that way, if I face that way, that light would be interfering more. So it'd be more distracting than this one is. So
hopefully
I still like the one down here. Yeah.
And hopefully I have good sleep tonight.
Yep, okay. You go ahead, go to bed. I gotta do some things off camera. We're gonna wrap this up, alright? You wanna end it or you me?
Please like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe bell notification bell, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.